Hey, it's me, Sportimus. I just wanted to do this video because I'd like to make a little bit of an amendment. After having this figure for a few days now, I guess you could say I have sort of had a change of heart in some things. Not completely, but I just want to say that this figure here has warmed up to me to some extent, at least enough to decide to hold on to him despite his annoying flaws, such as some parts not wanting to close up and stay closed. But anyway, God, this, you try to make a video and you want to say good things about it, and then this happens. I mean, come on, Hasbro, stop giving me reasons not to like this thing. But anyway, I didn't show it last time I reviewed this because I was just so ticked off, but let's see if I can get this in the right angle for you to see better. There's a little hole right there. You can see that very well here. That's where the lightsabers go into. And there's a button right here on each side of the TIE fighter that will fire it. So I'm going to stick this in the hole and try not to knock off the... try not to... well, the heck with it. It went out of its clip. But at least the lightsabers are going into their hole. And I'm trying to do this very delicately. Like I said, you try to do something very nice, and you try to give a toy a break. Anyway, the lightsabers are in. They go in with the butt of the lightsaber towards the front, and the end of the lightsaber is sticking out from the back. Now, I'm not going to mess with this too much because every time you fiddle with this side, these pieces keep wanting to fall off, and it's something that can be corrected with, let's say, nail polish enamel or tester's clear enamel. Either way, it's the same kind of fix with ball joints, but just apply a little bit on the tab, and you should be able to correct the annoying problem with these friggin' things coming apart. So anyway, you push this button here, and it will fire. I swear to God, I hate this thing. Let's try this side. There it goes. And this one is doing nothing but being an absolute dillweed to me. Let's try that again. There we go. So you have two lightsabers that shoot very well. It's actually got a good spring to them. And I didn't want to demonstrate that in my first video review of him because I was just so frustrated with this guy. And you can see why. I mean, just there's no reason for this. I mean, Hasbro's been designing Transformers for 20 plus years now, along with Takara, and it's just little things like that that just annoy me. But looking past it, as if a TIE fighter advanced, it really looks good. Like I said, the bottom just kills it, but anyway, I recommend this figure. Well, let me say this. After looking at other video reviews of other Darth Vaders out there that are part of the Star Wars Transformers lineup, such as the Sith Starfighter or whatever it's called, this looks much better than the Sith Starfighter to me because he doesn't have a big gut like the Sith Starfighter has. His proportions of his body, this one in particular I'm saying, is much better than the chest area. He doesn't have this big giant canopy right here. He actually looks like a Darth Vader with this area here and the control panel and all that. That's Darth Vader. I'm just transforming it for you real quick here. these pins go on the outside. And that goes that way, and his parts go here. It's just, they're little annoying things, and the biggest one in his for me, in his robot form, is his head. This is awfully floppy. This canopy closes in really well. Excuse me. But once you get his head on, it is a friggin' nightmare to get him off. But I'll put him down anyway. He snaps in right there, and you gotta play with him. It doesn't like to simply click on. And it's not because I suck at transformers or anything like that. I mean, sometimes I do, but you have to make sure that it lines up just right. And that's my only problem, is his neck. But otherwise, he does stand up well. I did show in my last review that he does fall over, and he still can. But the thing that I overlooked because of frustration is you have to make sure his knees are touching his legs. If you put him like just a little bit where there's just the slightest gap, that's enough to get him to fall back. So when you put on his glorious, that's his shield, his glorious cape here, which is going to be a dillweed. Yeah, pin has to line up just, if for some reason it doesn't like to do it. But anyway, that's the proper way. I think last time I attached it a little bit too high, but you have to, there, see, he stands up. So he looks rather good, and he has a great way of storing his lightsabers. Just stick him in the hole here. We're good at sticking things in holes. Yeah, it looks kind of tacky in this mode, but whatever. But it does look good, and the lightsabers are really nicely done, like I said. And you just put him in his hand, if you can get it to. You have to really sink it in there because it's really tight. But you know, he's got a good look to him, and he's got his ginormous shield here, which is his other wing. And you just line up these panels. This with, I'm off camera, sorry. This peg into that hole, and there are other pegs here. Line up in those holes. So, but anyway, he does look rather well compared to the other versions of him, with the exception of the whatchamacallit, Death Star Darth Vader. I think that's probably the best version of him. But my only objection with the Death Star Darth Vader is he has way too many pieces of the Death Star hanging along the sides of his legs and arms and whatnot. He's essentially a shell bot. Whereas this one, he really doesn't have that much kibble on him. I got to give him credit on that. So, despite his flaws, he's one of, and it's almost embarrassing to admit, he's one of the better ones. It's kind of sad to say that, but it's true. He's one of the better Darth Vader molds so far. We'll see if they'll make more. But he really is nice. Just be careful with this guy, because he will fall down, fall apart, or do something stupid for any reason. But he's got some good looks to him. So on that note, I'll move his figure up from a 5 to a 6. I'm being nice here. You know, it's up to you. If you like Star Wars and you really want a Darth Vader Transformer, and you don't want to spend $50 on a Darth Vader Death, then this is the better one. Be good, y'all. Have a great day, and enjoy them toys. Thanks for watching.